Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes! Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Nah, not at all.
No,
That's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute? Sure, Coach. You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. And it's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
We crown a here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the LSU Tigers. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. With one game of college experience now in his pocket, this young quarterback leads the Tigers up 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the 1st quarter. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, LSU. Throwing again to Smith. They'll roll him out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. From the gun, here's Smith. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And LSU has taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On first down, Smith. Charles, we talked in the semi. He's got him in. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. LSU with a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. Now a give, right side. McGrath fighting for the pylon, but he's not going to get there. He's marked out a yard shy of the goal line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right?
Got it. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. It's a party now. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Nichols. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now they try the right side here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Nichols. Stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Nichols. And Walker has it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the...
And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Nichols. Walker with a grab, left side. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw Nichols. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Christian Foster there to make the grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go off and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. On 1st down, McGrath. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and 10, LSU. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Well, LSU just one half away from a national title. What a story this would be.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Guy, hey, you know how much this means to me, right? Of course I do. Then make it happen. Okay, man.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Going ground game with Slay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they're going option left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Screech relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
They'll try the draw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely at the 35-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Off the play fake. Nichols. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sparks.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Off of play action, here's Smith. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in this second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities. But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He will find the open man at Streets. And all the 9-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. LSU with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Open man here, Streets. A second broken tackle. There he goes left side. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. Isaiah Streets with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To throw on 2nd down. Nichols. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 3rd down. Nichols. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen.
You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st down, it's Smith. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played up.
There he goes, right side. And a huge play that time. 51 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Cheetah! Let's
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Here's a 1st and goal, and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Jordan Decoud, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and LSU adds on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nichols. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
70, Indy.
Now Nichols. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Nichols. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He'll go back to Streets again. Why not? And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. 25 yards for the touchdown. And LSU adds on to their advantage. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. Out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
For their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Nichols toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks, but you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
First and 10, LSU. Throwing is Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to...
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The extra point up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Brock. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Nichols. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Smith. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. Isaiah Streets, 44 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Here we go.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Smith now to throw. Quick slant caught by Streets. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. LSU with a 1st and 10. It's a story to end all stories behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap in college football until just 9 days ago. For the first time since 2007, the LSU Tigers are your national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the LSU Tigers.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I've never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Yeah, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national champion.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft.
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second? Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
When I found out I wasn't going to start in college, it became clear that I should transfer if I want to play at the next level. But I didn't. Because my word means something. And I'm proud of my decision to stick. And if I was running a team, I think I want players that were willing to compete.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. Yes, I'll have to call you back. I love you too, Dad. Are you for real? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker room guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not seeing that. Little inside scoop. The owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there and you impress. You'll be on our radar.
I can do that.
Don't let me down.
Thank you.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is. You just give anyone your phone? If someone asks for your playbook, would you give them that too?
No. What? What?
You have something to hide? Look, son, this interview's about transparency.
I think I'm being quite transparent.
Not transparent enough.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus? Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me, and I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure. Well, okay, is that the wrong answer?
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client. You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
Here we go! AT Gator! Get it! Ready! Hunt, go! Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Now! On the set! 5! Set, ready? 60 outlaw! Ready? You ready? Ready, ready! Ready! Shoot! Down! 18, Gator! Hit it! Set! 50, plant! Huh. Let's go! Set, go! Ready, ready! 90, Wolf! Big river, big river! Here we go! 70, get it! Here we go, set! 30 base! Let's go! Set! 60 now! Come on, set! 10-2 stop, fire! Go now! 8, read! Ready? Ready, set! Ready, ready! Here we go, here we go! 60 or 2! Got it? Hit it! Ready? 10 low up. Huh? On the double. Set, go! Set, ready? 18 Gator, big river, big river. Down, 15, get it. Set, 60 outlaw. Up, go.
Thanks, man.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
Well, I'm flattered by their interest. But honestly, I just want a shot. They give me a chance, I'll be ready to work.
Totally understand.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure. I think you guys saw that in college playoff.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you aren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Congratulations. You
You're one of the select few players invited to this year's NFL Draft in Nashville. Please have your agent contact our office, and we'll see you in the Music City in April.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh, sorry. Wait. What are you gonna wear?
I never even thought about that.
Come on, Les. Think. What is he gonna wear? A suit.
I don't have a suit.
We can purchase one.
Okay. Give him the goods. Check this guy out, huh? It's a winner right there. Yeah. Come on, give him the turn. Give him a spin. That's it. Yeah, drink it all in.
It's okay, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
I don't think I have to do that.
Okay, right.
Give me the over-shoulder look.
Here he is.
Look right here.
Working good, man. Look my way. Hey, my way.
What's going on? Just you, please.
Yeah, no. Take it all in. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, this guy. How are you?
Welcome to the 2019 National Football League Draft live on NFL Network. An amazing spectacle right here in Nashville, Tennessee, that has been filled with intrigue and drama, and it is all about to suddenly subside with answers to long-standing questions involving the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray. DJ, you're first. What are you expecting to see tonight?
Well, I'm just waiting for this first pick, not knowing what's going to happen with the first pick, and Kyler Murray specifically. That, to me, is the biggest story in this entire draft.
And for me, over the last few years, it's been about movement to get quarterbacks. You know, I'm looking to see, is there going to be some movement? Are people going to start jumping up?
There's 6 picks left in the first round. Can't afford my condo representing a second rounder. Sorry. Gonna need more clients. Signal in here. Stinks. Hey, anybody know how much a 26th pick makes? No? If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just...
Hello?
This is Vic Fangio, head coach of the Denver Broncos. We've had our eyes on you for a while. We're hoping to be able to add you to the team, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll be ready to compete.
Yes, sir. I am so appreciative of the opportunity. I'm going to come ready to work, okay?
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like to put those numbers together and see which position they focused on. And guess which position the Denver Broncos spent more time on than any other position? The quarterback position.
Here we go. Here's the commissioner with the Broncos pick.
And with the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select...
Start at the top, gentlemen. The Broncos. Draft winners, draft losers.
Losers.
How could you call them losers?
They feel the need of a quarterback. That's great. They feel the need. They got a quarterback. Yay! And they spent a first-round pick on a 6th-round talent. That's a winner. 6th-round talent? Did you watch this dude play? Yeah. Did you see him at the combine? Are you serious? He's been jumping up the draft boards for months. Yeah, I watched him sit on the sideline in college. He couldn't even start for his college team. He's going to save an NFL franchise. Sure he is.
And I'll tell you why, because this isn't college. For the first time in his life, he actually has a coaching staff who is putting their faith in him. A coaching staff that actually believes in him.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this someday.
You know, I actually haven't met him yet.
Coach Fangio, guy's a defensive genius, or so they say. And that's all well and good, but our defense was fine last season. Our offense was the real problem. I don't know if you know much about our roster, but if you're smart, you'll get the ball to that Lindsey kid, the running back. He's averaged more than 5 yards a carry last year. Ooh, I love that dude. And hey, I get why Elway drafted the two of you, but honestly, I think you are the guy. And you tell Elway I said that, or I could give you my beeper and he could...
Thanks. I'll pass it along. Not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. But I think if he fights a raptor, the raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually did some... I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at... Whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you can just drop me off right up here, man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Then go call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement, exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. At first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruined it.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster.
They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best as I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making a game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Let's go, 18 Gator. Now. Ready? Fire!
When I been up this magic, with the gang we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action.
Ready?
In a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Take it down for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up in magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back.
Come on, set.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you like, hey. How could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he
all right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use abusive. Can't treat you like my age. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Cars driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
what I do. Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Here we go. Nate Reed. Let's go, team. Let's go. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Flacco looking for his first toss. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. He's going to float this over the middle deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold. Through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Interesting note on quarterback Joe Flacco. While in Baltimore, Seattle is actually the only team he never defeated. Now, in 11 years as a Ravens starter in Flacco's defense, he only played the Seahawks 1 time, so 0-1, but trying to right that ship here in this game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. A give, running right, it's Booker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 14. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman in the finals. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Hey, let's go. Roger, 5-0. Rush in.
And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on 1st down.
Get in. 55. And let's get
looking to throw on second down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver. Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Block it. Mark 55. Mark 58.
On first, again, they go with Bunker. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Booker on first down. He's got a first down past the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. A big run that time out of Booker. 54 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter. Wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 15 yards. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Booker. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Booker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running right, this is Freeman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Flacco. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. A throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Flacco. Gets it off to Freeman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it?